This is John Martinka, and today I want to talk to you about common sense, or should I say the lack of common sense in some buy-sell deals. The Wall Street Journal recently had an article about how Japanese firm Suntory bought Kentucky distiller Jim Beam. They paid an outrageous amount of money, $7.8 billion. Now I say outrageous because I've got some experience in the buy-sell world. And when I read comments from the Wall Street Journal like, the purchaser has to double sales in the next 5 years to help make their debt payments, something's wrong. In my book, Buying a Business That Makes You Rich, I go into great detail about debt coverage, what's appropriate, what's not. Now, this is not my market, $8 billion deals, but I can sure get some insights from it. Again, they paid too much, they leveraged too much, and where was the common sense? This is not uncommon in corporate acquisitions or private equity groups where I'm reading that equity groups are paying 14 times earnings for middle market companies because there's just too much money out there and not enough companies. But it just makes no sense. Don't pay too much. If you're buying a business, or if you're selling a business, don't let your buyer pay too much. Don't let them get over leveraged. Have to be real careful that greed does not exceed common sense. So a couple other cases, situations from the news. Al's Soups, a franchise started based on the Soup Nazi in the old Seinfeld series, is raising more money because they're having cash flow issues, too much debt, etc., etc., etc. Look at American institution Sears. They are having to sell off real estate to cover operating costs. Probably too much debt, not a well-run operation, behind the times, but all these things point out to greed exceeds common sense too often, and those with the greed often pay the price. You're buying a business, you're selling a small business, common sense should be number one. Make the deal win-win. This is John Martinka. Thank you, and have common sense.